Welcome. This is Carsinia demonstration for repairs and parts inventory management. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the reconditioning tab, and this is basically where all we have the reconditioning repairs and parts inventory management. The section that we're going to be talking about today is the parts. So let's start with the parts inventory. So this is the area where you can actually manage all the parts in your inventory. As you can see, we have a few test parts entered here. Let's try entering a part, any part name that you may think of. Uh, let's say we already have the air filter, so let's say DVD player. Stock number, whatever it may be, test 001, black. We don't know what manufacturer it is. It's not that important. How many of this DVD player do you have in stock? Let's say we have 5 of them. Retail price. If you wanted to sell this, what would we do price for it? Let's say $50 for retail, and for wholesale it will be $40. Models is which models of vehicles does this part apply to, and this is more for your informations only. Let's say we have almost all cars, or all Volvos, and Fords, whatever it may be. Any notes that you may have about the part, and we can just add it. And then so this is basically where you can see all the stock levels for your parts, and you can search for your parts. As usual, you can export them, print them, or adjust different options for this report, just like the other reports. So if you want to edit it, you can directly update the stock count if something needs to be fixed. Usually that's not preferable. Usually you want everything to be automated. So operations like ordering a part or selling a part or using them in service would actually adjust the stock levels for the part automatically. So let's try ordering some more DVD players. So let's go to order, and I'm going to be entering a new order. I'm going to be ordering from AutoZone DVD player, and I don't know, whatever the order number may be. The tracking number, let's say I ordered it and they gave me a tracking number, so that may be the FedEx tracking number. I ordered let's say 5 more. I placed it today and it actually came today. It was a very fast service. Total price was let's say we paid $200 for it, and we can add the order. Now usually you have a single product in any given order, but you can actually have more than one. If you edit the order, you can actually add more parts to it. Let's say along with the DVD player we ordered some air filters, and they were let's say we ordered 5 of them, and we paid another $300 for them, and let's say we actually have not gotten it yet. So this would be our order, and you can print a little summary for the order if you want, and you can update the order number, order place date, or wherever it's ordered from if you made a mistake. Now the important thing to keep in mind is that if you actually set the receive date, then it means then the system is going to actually update the part numbers, inventory levels. So right now we said, for example, we ordered the DVD player and we said that we actually received it. So if I go to the parts inventory, I see that my DVD player stock count went up to 10 because I received my order. But if I go to the if I look at the air filter, I still have 8. If I actually come here, because I still have not received the additional 5. If I actually edit this and say that I actually received this, then I go to the parts inventory and I see that my air filter stock count went up to 13. You can check for order statuses that have not come yet, that are pending for some parts. You can search for when they're placed, or you can search for certain parts, and those are that's how you order the parts. And that would usually increment the stock levels on your inventory. How you would actually consume them would be through either part sales or repair activities. So let's try selling the parts. So we can actually come to part sales, and we can either sell it as a retail sale or a wholesale, whatever it may be. Let's do a retail sale. In this case, let's say somebody came into our store and wants to buy the DVD player as is. So we can just enter John Doe, whatever it may be. We can just enter some bogus information. And then, so this would be the customer information. We can just add the part here, DVD player. How many is this person purchasing? Let's say 1. There's no labor involved, it's just a direct part sale. We can just add some tax. Let's say $5 was tax. And there we go. And then we can just print an invoice. And that would be it. In the same manner, we can actually use the part. Now if I go to the parts inventory, I see that my DVD player stock count went down to 9 because I sold one. And this would actually show up on the accounting and books and whatnot. So if we go to the service orders, we can actually use this for a repair order. So let's say we started doing a new repair for another customer. Let's call this one Jane Doe. Alright, and let's go to the vehicle. It may be 2014 Acura MDX, whatever it may be. Tech package. We can enter the VIN number, odometer, whatever the information may be. Service start time. We started at whatever 10 a.m. Service end time. Finished at 16 p.m. And then any service notes. And we can, if there was, so what did we actually do for this? We have obviously sold the person a DVD player. Let's say we used one, and we can actually add labor for the installation. So let's say some demo user spent 6 hours installing the DVD player, and we charged $20 for it. This is the explanation of the labor installing DVD player. So now we actually added it. Now one thing that we have not done is we forgot to tie the DVD player into the labor. So let's try doing that, adding the part. So DVD player, we used one, and now this the same part actually shows up under the labor. Let's add some tax. We got $5 tax, and this would be our service record, and we can actually print the invoice for this model. Service start, service end, whatever it may be. This is the customer information, and $75 These are the details. $20 for label, $50 for the part. So this would be our service module. And if you look at the parts inventory now, our stock level went down to 8 because we actually used this in a repair order. Now the other kind of activity that we can use the parts is for reconditioning. Now in Carsinia, reconditioning and repair orders are two different things. Reconditioning is done for the vehicles that you intend to sell. Repair orders are more like a service shop where you don't own the vehicles, but people just come to you, bring the vehicles to you for repairs, and you charge them. So let's go to our reconditioning vehicles. So these are the vehicles that we intend to sell, and we're doing reconditioning work on them. Let's pick this particular vehicle, and we already have some work done on it. Let's say additional reconditioning work. Let's say we actually install another DVD player on it. We can just say other for now. You can actually define all these different steps, but for now let's just say other. This person performed it. If we actually had sent the vehicle to some external vendor for body shop or whatever it may be, we could actually use the enter the vendor here. In this case, we actually just install a DVD player, so we're not going to be entering it. I'm saying use part DVD player count 1, estimated cost. This is the labor cost. Let's say it actually happened here, and we spent 6 hours, installed DVD player, and we actually entered the DVD player here. So you can see now we actually used one more DVD player, so if I go to my parts inventory, my levels went down even more. So this is how you would actually use the parts and the service modules and printing. It's very simple, very straightforward. Now after all this, if you want to see what your service levels are, like how much you made and all that stuff, you can actually export this information, and you can see the service totals in Excel, and you can print it and whatnot, do certain other calculations. We also have a service report under service reports. So you can see this is how many reconditioning hours spent, how many service hours spent. As you can see in the last one that we entered, 6 hours, is actually appearing here. Reconditioning hours spent is also appearing here. This is the reconditioning work that we entered. Total hours spent. So if I click on the details, I can see all the details over here. Reconditioning service for Jane Doe vehicle, and I can go into the details and check out what happened. And that's about it. Contact us for more information. Thank you.